Alright, what's up? My name is Warren E. Freeman Jr. This is Warren's Vlog, episode 59. This is my review of WWE Fastlane. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, Fastlane kind of sucked. I mean, there was one redeeming match on this entire card, in my opinion. That was Jack Gallagher and Neville for the Cruiserweight title. And I'll talk more about that when I get to it. I'm just going to steamroll right through this. Again, pretty dull pay-per-view. We kick off with a pre-show. Rich Swann and Akira Tozawa beat Brian Kendrick and Namdar in a tag match to kick off the show on the pre-show. I will not rate that because that's not part of the main show. We go to Sami Zayn versus Samoa Joe. This was actually pretty good. This was decent. Samoa Joe dominated most of the time. I mean, I don't recall Sami Zayn getting in very much offense at all. Samoa Joe basically just whooped his ass for a good 15 to 20 minutes. And Samoa Joe got the Coquina clutch on him. And Sami Zayn passed out. And that was the end of that match. I gave that about a 3. I genuinely typically enjoy Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe's work. And I thought that match was a little predictable given the hot streak that Samoa Joe was on. I figured Samoa Joe was going to win that match. And I talked about that in my last video. I'm not going to necessarily do these in orders. I'm just going to do this in the order that I wrote it down from my prediction video. Nia Jax and Sasha Banks. I was wrong on this. I picked Nia Jax to win. And sure enough, Sasha Banks got to roll up on Nia Jax and beat her. So yeah, there wasn't really much to that. I think this match was slightly better than their match with the Royal Rumble, but that's not saying too much because I didn't think too highly of that match either. But I did give it a 3. So Sasha Banks beat Nia Jax with a roll-up. Charlotte Flair versus Bayley. If you go back to my notes, I went back to my notes. At the Rumble, I gave their match a 3 because I really liked the finish with the natural selection on the apron. This match got bumped down to a 2.5 from the Rumble. And it's because of Sasha's interference. And I really want to break down Bayley as champion for a minute. Okay, Bayley won the title in Las Vegas on Raw. Okay? On free television. She did it with help from Sasha Banks. Charlotte had to figure 8 on Bayley. Sasha Banks came in with the crutch and hit Charlotte in the throat with the crutch, forcing her to break the figure 8, and Bayley got the Bayley to belly, 1, 2, 3. It was cool because Bayley was the champion, and yay, we all wanted Bayley to win the title. But she still had Sasha helping her win the title. So I thought to myself, okay, even though I picked Charlotte to win last Sunday, I'm thinking maybe if Bayley beats Charlotte on her own, we can finally establish Bayley as a credible champion, right? Nope, absolutely not. Sasha comes out and gets involved again, and this is what's infuriating to me because I'm a referee on the Indies. That's what I do. I'm a referee. Charlotte attacked Sasha on the outside of the ring in front of the referee. The referee is looking at this shit. He sees the interference, and he just yells at Sasha. Doesn't call for the DQ, doesn't call for shit. Charlotte rolls up Bayley. Sasha gets on the apron. The referee admonishes Sasha. Again, doesn't do shit. Bayley hits Bayley to belly or rolls her up and gets to 1, 2, 3. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God. Like, as much as I like Bayley, and I do heart Bayley, I can't look at her as a credible champion because each of her title defenses she's had help from Sasha. And it doesn't help matters that freaking Sasha beat Bayley on Raw yesterday. Excuse me. It doesn't help matters that Sasha beat Bayley yesterday on Raw. Made her tap out. I mean, we're getting a triple threat match at Mania. That's cool, but I'm not picking Bayley to win that. And I'll tell you right now, if Bayley does win at WrestleMania, maybe that will establish her as a champion. As a credible champion. I don't know. But with the interference, and it's not so much the interference from Sasha, it's the fact that it happened in front of the fucking referee and he didn't call for the bell. Oh, man. I was gracious with that. I gave that a 2.5. That was me being gracious. Yeah. All right, Enzo and Cass take on Anderson and Gallows for the tag team championships. This was a really high paced match. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 3. Anderson and Gallows went over. I was right on that one. Uh, Now Jack Gallagher versus, and if I've screwed up his name, I apologize. Jack Gallagher, the G is silent, versus Neville for the cruiserweight title. This was the match of the night. I don't know what it was with these two, but damn, like Neville hit a snap German suplex. I thought Jack Gallagher was dead. Then Neville hit the like a front reverse suplex off the top rope, and Gallagher landed on the side of his head. Thought he was dead. Neville finished him off with and then Neville finished him off with the I always forget what it's called, but it's that corkscrew red arrow. Finished him off with the red arrow, but the way Neville landed the red arrow, he came off with it like a frog splash. Like it's hard to explain, but he twisted his body to the red arrow and landed like with a frog splash, like the way RVD lands his frog splash. It was sickening. Gallagher was headbutting the shit out of Neville the whole match. It was crazy. Like, those guys really were stiffing the fuck out of each other, and it was awesome. I gave that a 4. Neville retained. Still king of the cruiserweights. Awesome ass match. Reigns versus Strowman. Gave that a 2. It just wasn't interesting. And it should have been, but it wasn't. For whatever reason, I gave that a 2. Nothing really much to say about that match. Just Reigns and Strowman just moving around the ring. The one spot in the match I did, like, Reigns went for like a Superman punch or a spear on the outside of the ring, and Braun Strowman caught him and gave him his power slam through the table. The Bulldog's old move. Gave him the power slam to the announce table. That looked good. Other than that, it was just kind of a match. It was just kind of there. I gave that a 2. Before I get to the main event, which I'm going to rip apart, they added some matches onto the show. Big Show versus Rusev, I gave that a 2. I didn't like the way that match ended. I did not like it at all. Big Show chokeslammed Rusev twice, okay? After he chokeslammed him twice, he motioned for the fists, or for the WMD. He props Rusev up in the corner, alright? And I'm thinking he's going to do something with Rusev in the corner. I don't know, maybe like a cannonball or something. Rusev is just sitting in the corner like this, right? And Big Show just walks up to him and punches him in the face and bends him. I'm like, wow. Okay, so I gave that a 2. Cesaro and Jinder Mahal. Cesaro, I'm convinced that man cannot have a bad match if he tried. And even though I don't really care about Jinder Mahal, that match was still enjoyable to me. I gave that a 3. Awesome match. Ended with the Swiss Death uppercut that Cesaro likes to use. Now, the main event. Jeez. I don't... Like, I knew Goldberg was going to win. I knew that it would probably be a squash, but it just... Oh, why? Why? Please, tell me why. Just tell me why it had to go down the way that it went down. Okay, Kevin Owens comes out. Goldberg comes out. Kevin Owens is hesitant to get in the ring. Jericho comes out, his music plays. The bell rings. Spear, jackhammer, new Universal Champion in less than 30 seconds. I can't wrap my mind around the fact that they have built Kevin Owens up. Well, first off, let's talk about Kevin Owens' title reign. It wasn't all that impressive to begin with because every one of his title defenses had some sort of screwy finish or some sort of screwy ending with Chris Jericho helping him out. So Kevin Owens has already had a shitty title run, in my opinion. But everything that Kevin Owens has done is completely negated with him losing the Universal title in less than 30 seconds. I think it was 23 or 25 seconds or some bullshit like that. And what's more infuriating about this is now, okay, so now it's going to be Goldberg and Lesnar for the title. Goldberg is a part-timer. Brock Lesnar is a part-timer. Assuming that Brock Lesnar defeats Bill Goldberg, Now Brock Lesnar is going to be champion again as a part timer, and we're never going to see the Universal title. The same situation we had in 2014 when Brock Lesnar won the damn title. Oh man. So I gave that a .5. That was, and that's being gracious. That's me being gracious there. So, and what's interesting about my average rating here is it comes out to a 2.5. But even with me averaging in Big Show and Rusev as Cesaro and Jinder Mahal, it still came out to a 2.5. So, I think with this pay per view, the WWE or whoever was putting this pay per view together thought, okay, we have WrestleMania, but we have a pay per view before WrestleMania, so we're just gonna throw some shit on there just to advance to WrestleMania. And this is a pay per view; it's a special event. You want people to buy the WWE Network, and you need to start putting on good quality pay per views. And this was just not it. I mean, I mentioned Jack Gallagher and Neville, Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe. Other than that, Cesaro and Jinder Mahal. Other than that, the show was complete garbage. So yeah, 2.5 is my rating for this out of 5, and yeah. So coming up, I'm going to be in Fort Dix for WrestleMania. Well, I'll be back the day of WrestleMania, hopefully, and enough time to watch it. I'll do a review for WrestleMania. And as far as my prediction video for WrestleMania, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do that. If I do it at all, only because I'm going to be gone before the card is finalized. If I'm here before the card is finalized, I'll do a prediction video. If I don't do a prediction video, I think I might cover the class, the Hall of Fame class of 2017 this year, in replacement of my WrestleMania prediction video. And I will also try to do some more WrestleManias, I don't know, leading up to this WrestleMania like I did last year. So I'm going to start watching some WrestleManias and reviewing them, and just, since we're in WrestleMania season. I'm about to sign off. This has been episode 59. If I'm not as energetic as normal as I normally am when I'm doing these videos, it's because I feel like I don't have the energy to do it. I'm not excited about reviewing it because the pay-per-view was shit! Anyway, I'm signing off. You guys have a wonderful night.